Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 619. The title of today's lesson is the difference between house and home. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. All right, here, a house is a building in which someone lives, usually a single family. Now, could it be two families? Of course. Could it be a single person? Of course. A house could even just be sitting there by itself with nobody living in it. It's still a house. All right, let's continue. A home is a place where you live. So somebody has to live there to be a home. Now, of course, a home could be a small building. Well, so it could be a house, but it could also be an apartment. It could be a tent. It could be a trailer, or it could even be a cave. It could be someplace in nature, as long as this is the place that you made it where you live and you are comfortable with it. So let's continue. One usually associates comfort and family with the word home. Okay, so this is really the key part. You have to have at least comfort, and usually both of them. Now, if you're single and you live by yourself, probably the focus is on comfort. But if you are with a family, it's the family too, because it's the love and the closeness, and where you feel like you could depend on somebody else there to help you or something else. This is kind of the idea connected with home. It is a place where one can relax and be oneself, and for the most part, I mean, there are a few limits, one can do whatever one wants. So this is this idea that we associate with a home. Okay, let's continue. If you look at the phrases such as home is where the heart is, or a house is not a home, it can clarify the difference. Yeah, I've done YouTube videos on both of those, so if you check them out, you can understand it better. The idea, home is where the heart is. Again, that's where the family is. That's where your close feelings of love and things like that is associated with home. And a house is not a home, well, meaning just the building by itself. Like, I think it gave some examples in this one where, maybe if you were, like if it was an old guy and maybe his wife died and now he's by himself, it doesn't feel like a home anymore. Is it a house? Of course it's still a house. So in this sort of sense, we can get a better understanding of what we mean by house and home and how to clarify them or think of them in different ways. All right, let's continue. And here's several other examples to try to help. That house has been empty for 2 years. So it's empty. It's not a home. Nobody's living there. So therefore it's a house, but it's clearly not a home. Plus, a person could even own a home that they don't live in. Now, they may rent it to somebody else, and some other family may make it their home. But the person who owns it, it's not their home, but they own the house. Let's continue. Number 2, we are looking for a big house to make into our new home. So this sentence kind of even shows you more clearly. The house is really just a building. It doesn't become a home until you move into it, until you live in there, with your family. You have the comfort. Then it becomes your home. All right, let's continue. His home is in a trailer. So just like we said, it doesn't have to be a house. It could be anywhere. Lots of people live in trailers or mobile trailers or maybe even a van or something like that if they're really poor. Or we have Tent City. Those people are just setting up a tent and they're making that their new home. Okay. There is no place like home. This is from The Wizard of Oz. Remember Dorothy, I don't think she was specifically thinking about the building or the farm. She was thinking about her family. So no place like home, being with her uncles and her aunts and things like that, taking care of them worrying about her, the love. This is what was home to her. Okay, and of course that homeless man is making a home out of a room in that abandoned building. All right. So, first of all, he is homeless, but he finds a place and he tries to make it into his home. Maybe nobody else is there. Nobody's doing anything with it, so he's just using it in the meantime. And maybe he puts all his stuff in there. At night, he has some shelter, so he has some comfort, and he's kind of making it into his home, even though he doesn't own it. He's not even supposed to be there. But this is the sense where you can kind of clearly see the difference between house and home. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope the video helped to clarify the difference a little better for you. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.